goodness, guys. We got to get it back over there. Look, see, Enoli is on this side and the turkey jumped over to the garden side, right? So we've got to get in here on the garden side of our fenced in area. It's fenced off so that deer can't get to it, the goats don't get to it. But every now and then a turkey gets a little adventurous, but we've found out the hard way that if we don't catch them and get them back over and they go put themselves up at night, a critter shows up. So we got to get this one. Thank you for letting us know. You're so good, baby. Hey, cowboy, what you doing? So hey guys, welcome back to Appalachia's Homestead. So glad to have you here. It's been a crazy busy week. Have you been crazy busy? There's a lot of distractions going on. Let's talk about it. So, like so many of you, we have been just jam-packed busy this week. I have to tell you right now that when I do make a post or I read through some comments and whatever, and I see you guys talk about all the things that you are so busy doing, okay? You are the people that society truly leans on. I know we talk about a lot of just, well, let's be honest. It's been a little crappy the last couple of months. I mean, it's just not sprinkles and fairy dust and unicorns right now. We all know that. And I know that a lot of you need moments of hope and you need moments of encouragement. And I'm going to give you that today because I want to remind you that as we continue to see so many crazy things happen, every time you go back and you close your eyes and you count to 5, you count to 10 and you say, nope, hey devil, you ain't getting me today. We working, we doing it. You are the people, whether you know it, whether anybody has told you lately, I'm telling you, you are the ones that are making the world go round. Please remember that. We've had a lot of distractions, and the distractions are going to continue to hit. Like I've been saying since last August. I know I sound like a broken record. Every day it's something new. And I want you to take those moments in, whether it's something that, you know, is personal in your life, whether it's something that's a world event, whether it has something to do with a world figure, I don't know. Understand that it's important for you to know things when they're happening, but to understand that your control, your take back, your pullback, your moment is to say, okay, I got it. Now what do I need to do? That's where I'm at. That's where we've been. That's where we're going to fight to be. Because I'm going to tell you right now, believe me when I tell you, I want to warn you, every time that you say, I'm doing this, I'm going for it, we're going to do this, every time the devil hears your feet hit the floor, he needs to say, oh, Lord have mercy, they're up today. She's up today. He's up today. Because he's going to continue to try to keep you distracted. He's going to try to continue to keep hate coming your way. And he's going to try to pull you off of your game. I want to remind you that there's 2 types of people in this world. 2. There's only 2. In terms of success. If people can't succeed on their own because of their work ethic, because of their own personal commitments, they feel that their success is going to be elevated by trying to tear you down because they don't have in them what you have in you. That's the devil working these people. That's the spiritual warfare that you're in. So remember that. So when you are getting distracted by all of these different things, or maybe you're getting a fuss and feud with, you know, your cousin or your sister, I don't know, whoever, pick a person. Remember, it's all a distraction. And I want to remind you and encourage you that these things are going to continue to happen to all of us, and especially us that are warriors and that are trying and that are doing, and those that are truth tellers. If you're here with me and you've hung out this long, you're probably, most likely, a truth teller. You're definitely a truth absorber because we don't pull any punches here. I know at times people, I think, have a hard time absorbing or digesting things that I say. You know, what are we supposed to do about that? Lie to you? No, we're just not going to. and we're not going to get off of our game. And so what I'm telling you is all of this spiritual warfare, every single one of us are in the middle of it. We're going to pray, we're going to work, we're going to win. Remember that. Remember that. And the more that we work and the more that we win and the more that we push and try because we're doing for our family and our communities and our country, the more the devil's going to come at you. There's no way around it. So today, after a very busy week, which by the way, my bathroom, just to tell you, is pretty much done. I've got to paint my little cabinets, but the tub is in. I'm so excited. We got everything cleaned up. We got fresh paint. We had a lot more problems than we really knew about. So, you know, it's just like anything else. It's whenever you have a budget, always bounce in an extra 20% because you're going to find something weird that you're going to have to, the devil's going to show up in your pipes. He's going to show up in your plumbing. And he did. And we've taken care of it. But we're working really, really hard. And I know that you are too. Keep putting food away as much as you physically can. I am not going to stop telling people that because I feel that's the mission that I'm on, to try to encourage people to continue to not let the mind games pull them down, and to remind themselves that taking care of your family, telling the truth, telling people to take care of themselves and to take care of their family, however which way you can do it. You can't do it too much. To me, those are words of encouragement. And that's where I am today. I got really encouraged today. We went to the Cherokee Festival at Sequoia Birthplace Museum. Miss Lou was a vendor there. We go to this festival just about every single year. We're back on track since, you know, the big C word, all that hot mess. And so today it was great to get back to doing what we love and going to these festivals and all these history, like reenactments and participating in life. And the thing that you're going to love the most when you go to things like this, when you jump back into what you love doing, okay, is you're reminded of why you do what you do. You're reminded that you're here for a reason. You know, studying Cherokee history, particularly for me, is important, not just because I have heritage, but because it is a story of resilience, passion, fire, resilience. Okay? It is a reminder that we must always armor up, keep the powder dry, and we're still going to keep charging forward. So I'll put some clips in today from the festival. It may be a little bit at the front and the back, just however I edit, but I'm encouraging you to please take yourself, take your family, take your children, take your grandbabies to any historical sites that you possibly can go and get your hands on as much real history as possible, because it's always a reminder to tell you why you're here. Remember, of all the hundreds of people, minimally, that you come from just in the last several hundreds of years, one mishap, one thing, one illness prior to that next generation that eventually made its way to you, one moment that could have happened and you wouldn't be here. It really is that sensitive. So if you're hearing this, I want to remind you that you are here for a reason. We are here together for a reason. And so I want to say, I know that we've been talking about this for the last 2 days, James and I and the boys and I, we've all been talking about it, about a lot is going on, right? Now I want to say this, and I'm going to scare you. I know, trigger warning. I'm going to scare you. There's a lot of discussion. I don't know. Listen, this is my scope on it. There's a lot of talk right now on a lot of things that could happen in the next couple of weeks. You know, September has a lot of things about it, especially when you get into after about the 16th. There's a lot of speculation about things that could happen. We know that we have all the conversations about the Fed and what they are going to move on. That could trigger some things. Listen, what's going to happen, you know and I know, is going to happen. What matters is how prepared are we for those moments, and how are we going to respond to them when they happen. So this morning I'm going to have like a history goober moment, okay? And I really have a sensitivity to this because it is so imperative that you study who you come from and to know as much about them as possible. And so right now, I am really digging hard on a patent line, P-A-T-T-O-N. I am a patent. Surprise! I am a patent. And a particular grandfather that I want to add to my list of Daughters of the American Revolution, Robert Patton. You're welcome to study him. He was at Kings Mountain. I will be standing, if the creek don't rise, basically representing him and several other grandfathers at the special invitation and special service that's going to be at Kings Mountain on October the 7th. I do have plans to go, so if you're in the area, I will be there with a lot of really awesome people. It's going to be I'm just blessed to be a part of these things. But my point is the grandfather I've been studying recently, hang with me, his name is Robert Patton, and he was in the cavalry. And we'll just keep it short and sweet. And I was thinking this morning about how incredible of a person any of these men, women in history too, but in this instance, to be on horseback, to be a master of such a beast, and to also be a master in warfare, and to be a master with weaponry, to be a scout, and all of these things, you have to have been one heck of a person. That just didn't come from the fairy dust falling out of the trees. That came from years of skill sets and preparation. That grandfather survived and lived and produced the next generation, and it kept going to me. Just like these men and women have come and done these things to get to you. Years of life experience, preparation. I'd say a lot of prayer is what got them through those moments. It wasn't just because. It wasn't just luck. So today we were talking about that again, because when I just go into a simple reenactment and seeing these gentlemen just reenact on horseback, and I went up to one of the gentlemen and I said, I want to know. I said, I have to understand. For you just to participate in a reenactment, okay? I mean, clearly, just a reenactment just with everything going off, the cannons going off, etc., etc. None of these horses buckled. They were cool as cucumbers. How long does it take for you to train? He said, ma'am, he said, the one I'm on right now, he said, I've trained every single one of these horses. These are my horses. That's my daddy riding that horse over there. He said, this is my youngest one. He said, it has taken me a year to prepare him to be able to handle this. And he went through all the different ways that he trains the horse in order to just be cool and to not, just literally wig out in the middle of a reenactment, because we all know that's life or death for the rider. Could be life or death for the horse too, even in a reenactment. Could be life or death for somebody in an audience. So it's very serious. So I want to remind you that you're in the moments of incredible pressure. Don't cower to it. Don't listen to haters. Don't listen to those that aren't doing the wonderful things that you are. You're listening to your gut. You're listening to your soul. You're listening to what God is telling you to do. And I'm telling you right now, that passion, that commitment, these moments are the moments that our ancestors also prepared for. They didn't necessarily know what they were preparing for, but they did it anyway. That's why they made it. We don't necessarily know what all we're preparing for. We don't know when exactly this or that's going to hit. Nobody has a timeline that is going to be exact. There is only one that has the exact timeline. And I don't know about you, but he hasn't come down and told me yet. If he's told you, let me know. I'm not that special. But I know that I need to be preparing. And I know that I need to be listening. And I know that I need to be active. And I need to be working. Busy, busy. That is why I tell you the things that I do. Because I feel that if one person out there listens to just a smidge of anything I have to say, we all have a better chance. And I don't know about you, but I want to give my future generations that chance, because my grandfathers, my grandmothers, your grandfathers, your grandmothers, that's what they did for you. That's what they did. So don't let the distractions right now do just that. The timing of things right now are very interesting. Have you thought about that? Don't think about it too much, because like you, like me, I got some pinto beans to put up, and I have plans to do so all day tomorrow, because we're busy. And I want to take this moment to thank you for being here, for supporting my channel. You don't have to be here. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to listen to all of these other voices that are trying in their own separate ways and moments of trying to get you to prepare. It may not be the way that you would tell people to prepare. It may not be the way that you like hearing it, but you know what? They're doing it. And that deserves a lot of respect. It's up to you to make it work for you, and I pray that you do. And like I said, put everything else out of your mind. Zero in. It's going to get interesting soon. At least I think it could. But you know what? Whether it happens tomorrow, or whether it happens next week, or whether it happens in November, or whether it happens in December, or whether it happens in 2023, I don't know. I don't care. I know that I need to be working today, because that's where I have my own control. We have a lot of videos coming up. It's going to be amazing. We're going to really get back into vacation's over. You know, vacation, get your house in order. Vacation, work in the mud. And have a lot of cool things coming up. Guys, I love you. I really, really do. And I appreciate you being here for so long. So many of you for so many years. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Do what you know you need to do. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll get those clips in of the festival. Like I said, it could be at the beginning or the end. I'm going to kind of mix them in here. You're on the right path. Stay on it. And we will see you on the next video.